Welcome to Therapy Through Cards. Welcome to your pick a card reading today. In today's reading, we are going to be looking at how to manifest your dream life. Okay. Spirit's going to give us some clues. Spirit's going to give us some energies for you guys to embody, or it could be like some practices, or just we'll see what the cards have to say. But basically, you paying attention to this reading is giving you so much insight and basically a key to how you can manifest whatever it is that you want, whatever you're thinking about. And I'm also going to pay attention to what you might be manifesting, what Spirit kind of shows us or reveals that you're going to manifest anyway, because I kind of feel like we're going to get a bit of information with what your manifestation is as well. So don't worry if you come to this video and you're like, I don't know what it is that I want to manifest. I'm just curious. That is perfectly fine. So guys, we have 3 piles today. So choose the pile that you're drawn to. So there's pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So let's get straight into it. If you chose pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So pile number 1, welcome. We are going to be finding out how you can manifest the dream, like your dream life, or any sort of desires or dreams that you have or yet to be realized. Okay, like you don't have to know exactly what it is that you want to manifest to listen to this video, but we are going to see how you can manifest whatever dream it is that you want, whether that's now or in the future. Okay, and I'm going to have a look out to see what manifestations comes through, because we'll definitely find out some energies that will help you maybe even realize what your dreams are or what you should be manifesting, which is very interesting. So I have a little pocket bag here, a little intuitive message inside this pocket bag, very important message. I will reveal it when I feel the time is right. So I'm going to put that aside. And I'm going to shuffle all your cards on camera, and while I do so, I will tap into your energy and see what I can bring through. All right, and then we'll get into what it is that you're manifesting and how to do so. All right, Spirit, for pile number 1. All right, so I already kind of can to see where the direction of your life is going, and Spirit just said big success immediately. So whatever it is that you're going to be manifesting, you will definitely manifest it, which is really exciting. But what's the energy? I want to get into your energy. I really, really do. Spirit. All right. Okay, Spirit's already giving me a way to manifest already. All right, so what Spirit said to me, guys, was you need to get your communication sorted, because Spirit said to me miscommunication. So there could be miscommunications going on, and that is what's affecting your ability to manifest. But we'll have a look at that. It's like maybe getting a little bit more clarity on your manifestations is what's coming through. Maybe people are misunderstanding you. Like if you feel really misunderstood by people or just your life in general right now, then I kind of feel like this is your pile. And that's what we're going to sort out here. But that is definitely one way. So to have the correct communication to Spirit, but I'm also sensing to yourself. So if you have the best communication with yourself, which is about understanding what you want and being clear on it and being precise and being authentic, then that is what's going to help you manifest your dreams and your desires. Okay, so there's a little bit of conflict with your inner dialogue, which we may have a look at, but that's okay. Okay, once you get that under wraps, far out, your manifestation is going to come through. So we'll get a little bit more in depth to that, but just let me keep getting your cards. What else, Spirit? Oh, that is really bizarre, pile number 1, because I just got fairy tale. That is a really interesting keyword to get in a channel, fairy tale. Making me feel like your dreams maybe represent that of a fairy tale. Maybe you guys are just very into fantasy, or you have a very vivid imagination, which I think is going to play a really good part in manifesting your dreams or whatever it is that you want into your desire. So you guys may be quite visual. I definitely am myself. But to have a fairy tale come out, it sort of tells me you guys may really like fairy tales, or your manifestations, they're gonna happen once you believe in your fantasies, because that's what a fairy tale is. It's something that is created in your imagination. So maybe thinking of your manifestations or your desires in a way that it appears to be a fairy tale, which could help you. Yeah, wow. Writing out your manifestations or your desires as if it was a fairy tale. I mean, we all think that's like not real, but let me blow your mind right now. Like, there is no such thing as not real. Like, everything that you see or that you're acting or whatever it is in your reality is real. But it's basically what you focus on. All right. So if you're not focusing on something, people will put it as it's not real. But if you're focusing on it, then it's real. So where's your energy? That may be really big for manifesting whatever it is that you want. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just going to get 2 more cards. Okay, Spirit just told me, how can you work smarter, not harder? That may help you guys. Maybe someone needed to hear that, but it's about working smarter. Some of you guys may be grinding or really, really, really trying to put a lot of effort into making your dreams and your desires a reality, whereas Spirit is saying here that that's not helpful. How can you take a bit more of your energy back? I do kind of feel like some of you guys are maybe I just got rat race. Like, you're just putting so much effort out, and I don't know whether that effort is really helping you, because I'm feeling your energy, and your energy is a little bit conflicted. It's a bit, I don't even know whether you're aware of your energy or what energy you're putting out there, guys. So this could be very, very helpful for you to help you manifest is becoming aware of your energy and how you're feeling and what's going on in your mind. Like, what is going on? What are your thoughts? What do they look like? Because I am feeling like they are just day-to-day tasks, or they are day-to-day responsibilities. I don't really feel like there is this sense of play, that there's this sense of wonder. I don't feel like your imagination is used in the capacity that Spirit wants you to use it as a fairy tale. Get really, really into playing the fantasy of your goal or your dream or your desire. So let's have a look at your cards. We're going to have a look a little bit about, with the cards, how you can manifest, right? And some of these things that I talk about, they may sound a little bit like, oh, that's not fun. But I'm just reading the cards, and take whatever it is that resonates and use it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But let's have a look at the cards that have turned over, because they're the cards that you need to hear immediately, because they're the pick me cards. They've turned over for a reason. They want you to see them first. So we have the 8 of Swords, imprisonment, and then we have accept disappointments gracefully and truth. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting so much for these cards. I love these cards, how they've come through. So we have imprisonment, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords isn't a very nice card. Okay, it's not a very nice energy. It just tells me that you guys are the ones that are stopping your manifestations from coming in. Okay, there is this ability of kind of maybe being a bit trapped in your own. I honestly feel like it isn't so much your thoughts. Okay, and when I say thoughts, I mean I feel like what you're doing day to day isn't really helping you. And I know this sounds a bit, what are you talking about? But there is this sense of having to go within yourself and activate your imagination, because I think you're kind of stuck maybe to pleasing other people or focusing your attention on what other people want. Okay? Or there's this, I kind of feel like maybe you guys are stuck in other people's worlds. You know what I mean? Like I really don't feel like you're going within yourself and accessing the dream life that you want, or the manifestations that you want, or your desires. You're kind of like going along with what you think is the right thing to do based on opinions from other people, or what you've read in books, or what you think is the right thing to do based on your environment. Whereas this is about being creative and going within yourself and just creating maybe a fantasy, like I said before, and freeing yourself from what you think you need to do, what you should do, and what is the right thing to do. So I'm kind of feeling like those three things I just said really keep you trapped and keep you restricted from really focusing on bringing your manifestations and your desires to life. Because this is all about, like, I'm just kind of getting this sense of you guys need to really access your inner child, because your inner child is going to help you play with your imagination to create a script. Like, this is so interesting. I'm kind of getting like you guys need to go in and even get a pen or paper and write a script where it's like, okay, what is it that I want to manifest? Let's say if you guys want to manifest a house, I don't know, that's the thing that came to my mind. If you guys want to manifest living on your own, so how can you put that desire out there? How can you write a script whereas you're already kind of doing it now? Or just expand on the details, like write descriptively about your manifestation. Like I'm saying, there's this ability to go within your imagination and really just write down to the micro details, and it has to kind of come through how you're feeling, you know, when your manifestation has happened. How are you feeling? What are you doing? How are the people around you? There's just this play of imagination, okay? That's what I feel with the Eight of Swords. Accept disappointments gracefully. Yes. Maybe some of you guys are constantly getting defeated or disappointed when it comes to your manifestations. It's like they're not showing up. They're not showing up. I just sense next to the Eight of Swords that this is maybe something that gives you a lot of anxiety or worry or stress that you really don't need, guys. You do not need that. With accept disappointments gracefully next to the truth, it is just whenever something doesn't go your way, okay? It's meant to happen. It's not meant for you. Because what is meant for you will find you. And that's the truth. So it's kind of saying, like, just say we go back to the house. Like, if you don't get the house of your dreams, okay, right now, you're not meant to have that house. There is something better, or there is something that is more aligned to you, and spirit can see that and knows that, and that's the truth. That's what I kind of feel like here, okay, guys? So just, and she is playing that harp so gracefully. So when there is disappointments in your life in terms of your desires or your manifestations, don't feel trapped by them. Get back into playing in your imagination and being like, okay, I understand. That's not meant for me right now. There's something better for me. But I'm still going to entertain that fantasy of my manifestation or my desire in my mind. Because I don't want to be trapped by blockages or... The Eight of Swords, guys, is just kind of telling me other people's influences. They're really getting to you. And there could be this maybe shutting yourself away from influences that... what's coming through, like Spirit is telling me this really, really strongly, like as a channel, is like you guys need to feel more inspired. And I don't know with what you're doing right now is inspiring you, because if you get inspiration, it is so much easier to create an image or a picture in your mind, because it's like you've got those emotions, right? And they're going to fuel your fantasy for you to cultivate, for you to visualize. Meditation would be really good for you guys, and that's what a lot of people say when it comes to manifestation, is like you need to sort of quieten your mind so that you can allow and imprint the desires and the manifestations that you want into your mind. Let's keep going. Kuan Yin, beautiful. Such elegant energy, feminine energy, loving, soft, attracts desires by being in the flow or just knowing. Like there's this sense of just, guys, just know that everything is going to work out, that you will have your manifestations. There is this struggle or this like, I'm not there yet, or it's not done, so I have to keep going, or I have to... It's like you're chasing your manifestations or your desires a little bit too hard. You may think, okay, I'm going after them. That's what I'm meant to do, right? Yes, you are in a sense of okay, I'm going to include myself because, you know, I'm practicing manifestation as well. We all need to have this level of ease and relaxation when it comes to our manifestations, and certainty and gratitude and acceptance, as if we don't... Okay, everyone says you need to have to... Most people say, okay, you have to live the manifestation as if it's happening now. That is impossible to do constantly for a human being. We can't do that all the time. It's about just knowing that it's going to happen and let go and trust the universe. Trust is huge, and I definitely feel like here that is something that's really going to help you bring your manifestations in. It's almost like we fear and we worry and we have anxiety because it's not here in our reality. We're not experiencing it. We don't have it. So we worry because of that lack. And you don't need to do that here. This is where it's like, that's where that disappointment comes in. It's like, if you accept maybe the lack of your manifestation right now, I honestly feel like you'll see so many different shifts in your life. Gratitude is definitely something that you could possibly practice as well. What else do we have? Divine protection. Oh, okay. So protecting, I honestly feel you are divinely protected, but in order to further cultivate this, I would suggest just protecting your energy from outside influences, because, oh my goodness, we don't realize how much other people's energy affects us, especially if you guys are empaths or sensitive or spiritual. You'll just be more prone to picking up influences or energies that are not going to help you with your desires or your manifestations. If the energies that are around you are similar to the energy of your manifestations and your desires, that's okay. But if they don't match your desires, get rid of them. And you'll know if they are not for you by the way that you feel. Okay, how are your energy levels? Is your energy easily off balance? Balance is big here as well. Let's keep going. Share the love. It's interesting because Kuan Yin is all about love as well. I'm going to keep going. Psychic protection. Okay, so this is huge. Look at this, guys. You have psychic protection basically twice. Divine and psychic. Look, around me now, shield of gold. Oh my God. Far out. Sorry, I'm seeing the beautiful magical moment. Look at this. Around me now, shield of gold, protecting me, strong and bold. Is that like a shield of gold? Kind of feel like that's you and that's your shield of gold. Guys, get rid of energies that do not serve you, because that's blocking your manifestations and your desires, or just your ability to go within yourself and play out those fantasies that I encourage you to do, either by scripting, either by visualizing, either by gratitude. But the strongest thing here, though, just keeps coming up and keeps repeating to me, is that you need to trust spirit more. You need to trust that it is yours. You can have it. And when you feel like that your manifestations are so far away, or there's blocks or things that are pulling on your ability to believe that your manifestations will be yours, that's when you just need to accept that, okay, I am putting out this energy where I don't believe that I'm worthy of my manifestations. Because if you don't accept disappointments, you're then basically saying, okay, spirit, I don't want my manifestations. Mer magic, diving deep, and transformation. Wow, guys. I'm so excited for you. You know why? Look at this. Mer magic, deep diving. So this kind of tells me that let me put it here, because we have a number sequences. Spirit speaks to me with number sequences, so we got 11 and 12. So that card comes before this card to give you guys a message. So you guys have magic within yourself. Spirit wants you to access that magic, the magic of the divine. And I kind of feel like it's just about trusting spirit a bit more. Diving deep within yourself. Because if you focus on yourself, then you're able to protect yourself from other people's energies, and spirit will be able to help you. You got to acknowledge spirit in order to kind of really bring spirit forth. I feel like you have untapped magic within yourself that you're not super aware of at the moment, but you have access to it. I'm also getting with that card there is that it's about seeing magic in your reality. It kind of brings me back to that fantasy that I was talking about. Trying to find magic in your everyday life. Wonder what that looks like. Queen of Pentacles. Seeing, believing, receiving. Oh, well. Angel angel and guides of visions, seeing, believing, and receiving. Oh my God, what was I talking about before? So you need to see what it is that you want or you desire. You need to believe that it's yours so then you can receive it. I just don't know whether you guys are actually constantly believing in your manifestations as much as spirit believes in them. Because we have another number sequence. This is how I get my messages. This is like the system that I follow. So we got an 8 and a 9. So this card comes before this card. So that tells me with the 8 of Swords, you're stuck in a bubble, maybe someone else's bubble, or someone else's reality, someone else's world. I just kind of feel like that because we have the dinosaur in the bubble, and the dinosaur is from a different era. So kind of makes me feel like you're not in the reality that your manifestations need you to be in order for them to manifest. This for you, it's about getting creative. It's about activating your imagination. It's about getting rid of energies that do not align to your fantasy that you're going to activate. And then my watch just vibrated, so that's confirmation. Let's have a look. Oh wow. Straight away I was like, oh, I thought it was going to take me some time to see the message, but no. So we have strength. Okay, I got a message. So 2 things is that you have more strength than you realize. I think some of you guys with this 8 of Swords maybe feel a little bit trapped, feel a little bit like I can never manifest what I want. Like I'm always constantly trying to manifest. And the reason why you're always constantly trying to manifest is because you're not really in your manifestations. You're in someone else's manifestations or someone else's world, or like there's this separation between you and your manifestation. So it's about closing that bridge and getting more connected with your desires. Queen of Pentacles, beautiful card. This does tell me that your manifestations will materialize. Especially the Queen of Pentacles, guys, she takes from her imagination whatever it is that she wants and she makes it a reality in a physical world. Because Pentacles is all about your physical world. It's what you see, what you can hold, what you can touch. So your manifestation is going to be tangible. I can definitely tell you that. So some of you guys are wanting to manifest more love in your life. Then you're going to see it, touch it, taste it. Because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is. Okay, it's not just going to be in your head. I think some of you guys are manifesting love because it's coming up, even though we don't have many love cards. Or we do have Kuan Yin, right? But the strength is also coming out for you guys. You have it within you to protect yourself. Like, look at that shield here. It takes a level of strength, right? I honestly feel like this hand is spirit. Spirit is giving you the love, but you need to receive it, right? Here, where was the receive? Here. Receive Spirit's love. And know that you're protected and you're cared for and you can have whatever it is that you desire. Let's get some intuitive messages. So these messages are going to help maybe to elaborate on what we've talked about, or they'll just be general messages. Whew. I love to see how they connect with the other cards. To live a more meaningful life, we have to connect with our emotions. How can you better do this? It's interesting because your emotions will help you paint that fantasy that I was talking about. Help you, inspire you. So what inspires you guys? Do more of that. If you're around people or in places or doing activities that don't inspire you, get rid of them. Change it. So notice your emotions, because that will help identify. I honestly maybe use it as, okay, I am in harmony with my manifestations and my desires. If I'm feeling good, I'm not even going to say positive, guys. You don't have to constantly be in a positive vibration. But when it comes to emotions as manifestations, it's for me, it's almost more balance, like peace, like that, gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation. Like it's those keywords. So what do you appreciate in your world? Breaking down walls of your old self and being more open and social to those you love. Reconnection with relationships. Okay, reconnect with relationships. But those that nourish you, those that bring love, those that inspire you. So maybe some of you guys have your walls up. Maybe you guys are holding on to disappointments. Like maybe other people have let you down. So fear is definitely something that will not help us with our manifestations. Fear or resentment. But it's interesting because I kind of feel like you're going to get rid of a part of yourself, because it says breaking down walls of your old self. So you're going to be getting rid of old energies or old ways of doing things in terms of your manifestations. It just kind of guarantees that with that card, which I think will be really, really helpful. Fame and fortune. Okay. Fame and fortune is yours. Maybe that is what you're manifesting. It's bang in the middle. And because it kind of landed half on the share love and half on the seeing, believing, and receiving, does tell me that you want to receive fortune, you want to receive fame. And it kind of comes with you, yes, receiving the love from spirit, but also sharing love. Sharing love, however that looks for you. I'm just kind of getting this, like, this channel. I want you guys to write down what sharing love looks like to you. What does it look like? If I was to tell you, or if spirit was to tell you to share love right now, how does that look? What will you be doing? Because that's kind of gonna help you here. What else do we have? Say kind words. Oh my god, that comes into this. Maybe that's what you need to do. So saying kind words to other people. Find someone in your life or a stranger and say something positive. I got chills. I got super chills with that. Like chills. Oh. Okay. A good life requires an assessment of your choices. You choose the quality of your life. Wow. Okay, guys. So choices. What choices are you making? Because every minute you make a choice. Is it helping you get closer to your manifestation? I'm not going to say get closer into your manifestation, because I don't believe that, because that's really stressful on anyone. Is it putting you in the energy that will help your manifestations grow and become a reality? That's what I want you guys to focus on. I will give you just 3 of these amazing little I think they're like picture keyword cards. I just feel drawn to do that. So let's do that for you, part number 1. It's interesting because, like, I really like your energy, even though I know that there are a bit of frustrations, there's a bit of inner dialogue where you may be not fully connecting with your manifestations. But I still really, really, really enjoy this energy that I'm in. And I don't enjoy everyone's energy. I mean, every group's energy. So it may kind of sound like I'm talking about you negatively, but that's not the case. I actually really, I don't know, I just know that you guys are really good people. Like I can sense that. So it's just about shifting into noticing your emotions and getting into your imagination and really, really knowing that what it is that you want to manifest, you're worthy of, and it's Spirit's taking care of it. Oh wow. Oh my god. I just saw one that you've got, and like you've got strength. So maybe it may be an affirmation, guys, of, you know, I'm strong. I've got this strength. I've got this strength to protect my energy. I've got this strength to create the life and the world that I want. Like I kind of feel like this is like your whole world. It's like a lifestyle that you guys are manifesting. So you are strong and courageous and you're authentic. Maybe you guys will get a lot more strength and courage through being authentic. And that requires going within, guys. Like it requires focusing on yourself. Prosperity, yeah. So it's interesting how I always make sure I notice where the cards land or where the cards are put, because the connection between the cards are very important. So we have say kind words, find someone in your life or a stranger, say something positive. That is going to lead to a lot of prosperity for you. So you never know where that connection could go. And especially if you guys are wanting fame and fortune, that is all through connections, right? I mean, every sort of manifestation is, but specifically this, because fame is about being recognized by other people, being seen by other people. So get out there and talk to strangers when your energy is, you know, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling at peace, you're feeling like, okay, I'm energetically aligned, like balanced. That's the vibe I'm getting. So power number one, I hope you got something out of that reading. I hope something resonated. If it did, feel free to leave a comment. I love to hear your feedback. If you guys resonated with my energy or my style of reading, make sure to subscribe for future videos. Okay, let's get into power number two. Oh my god, goodness. I have got like power number two, welcome, but I just immediately got a channel, like, well, a vision. So I got a vision of a lion and I got a vision of like a roar. So this maybe is about you like stepping into your power, but using your influence in some way. Okay, so it makes me kind of feel like this is getting out of being shy or feeling insecure or hiding away and putting yourself out there and not afraid to speak. Because I definitely feel like here with your pile, there's something that you really need to get off your chest, or something that you are here to share with the world. Okay, you have a message. Maybe this is part of your manifestation. But letting people and the world know who you are is huge here. And I think you're holding back a bit. I don't think you're giving your whole self or showing people to the extent of what you would like to show others of yourself. This may be a key to helping you manifest your dreams and your desires. I really like this energy. I actually like all the energies of all the piles today very, very fondly. But let's get into it, guys. So today, if you didn't listen to my introduction, is we're going to figure out how you can manifest your dreams or your desires, and we'll see whether spirit wants to bring forth what you are manifesting, because if you guys don't know what you want to manifest and you're just here trying to see, okay, how can I do it when I do find something that I want to manifest, you'll know exactly what tools to use. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. Let's see. So there's a little message in this pocket bag that is very, very important. I will reveal it when I feel the time is right. It's very interesting. I'm fascinated. I kind of want to look at it now, but I'm gonna get all the cards down first, and I'm gonna tap into your energy, and we're gonna channel a little bit to get all your cards. So Spirit, what do you want to say to pile number 2? What are your messages for pile number 2? Okay, so there's something that you need to break away from. Spirit just said break apart. So sometimes Spirit will really just channel specific keywords that mean a lot, you know? Like with channeling, it's like you think that you're going to get sentences or paragraphs, but sometimes it's just really strong keywords that just are so impactful that it's like, okay, I just need one word. So something needs to break apart from your life, which will help. So let's keep going. I'm going to get some more cards. What else, Spirit, for pile number 2? Okay, so Spirit did say make a list. I wonder what that means. Maybe you guys need to be a little bit more organized with your desires or your manifestations or your life in general, guys. Maybe your life's a little bit messy at the moment, a little bit disorganized. That's not a problem. I always find that magic works through chaos, but there is also a secret order in chaos as well. All right. I know that sounded a bit meta, but chaos does produce order, and order produces chaos as well, if you look deeper. But I do sense that some of you guys are not so grounded or connected to the physical world. Oh my god, you guys are kind of like the opposite of pile number 1, where pile number 1 needed to really go into the imagination, needed to really feel inspiring emotions in order to write their fantasies. And when I say fantasy, it's just about a vivid, imaginative script of your manifestation. You guys do that. You guys are so creative. I'm sensing that. Like already. Like you are I want to say, I read this quote once. I can't specifically remember it, but I remember how it made me feel. And it was, your words caused a revolution. Your words, or you created revolutions in your words, which just basically means that, and I'm talking about the lion here with roaring. So your words are really, really powerful, guys, and they will affect change. But I think you're holding back from that. Maybe it's all in your head and you're not. There's this ability or this need for you guys to express. Okay. And yes, guys, you can write in your diary. You can write it down, or you could meditate and visualize and everything. But there is this, what Spirit is telling me now, you guys would benefit from having people be your sounding board. It's almost like if you speak it out to someone in your physical world, then it is going to help you with your manifestations. I wonder why or how that will help, but well, we'll have a look. You're getting a lot of tarot, by the way, and sometimes I'm very conscious about the cards that I pick. Sometimes I'm not. I'm not very conscious of the cards that I pick for your pile. I'm just intuitively picking them. So it's almost like I'm dissociating, which is really interesting for your pile. It's like I don't even remember picking your cards. It's that kind of lucid, which is bizarre. Maybe you guys are kind of in a lucid dissociative energy right now, and really connecting to nature and your physical world is so important to you guys and your manifestations. So maybe you guys voicing it out to a friend or your family member, or even through voice recorder. You just have to get your words out. That will help you be less dissociative. This is really interesting. Any other messages, Spirit, before I have a look at the cards? Oh, Spirit said you're on a really special journey. Okay, we're all on journeys, but your journey is very special, Spirit said. What else, Spirit, for pile number 2? Oh, wow. I just got chills. Okay, Spirit said, hear me in the silence. So, is your mind very active, pile number 2? Very active. There is maybe this ability to still your mind, to get, maybe, I always kind of feel like if you're focused on the present, okay? So, yeah, oh my God, it's coming through so much. What will help you with your manifestations, pile number 2, is being completely present in the moment. Because if you're completely present in the moment, you're not frantically running inside your own mind. You're not entertaining the past and you're not entertaining the future. You are deeply in the present, and being deeply in the present just grounds you in this physical world, and that is what's going to help you with your manifestations. Okay? So it's almost like if you guys are constantly the type of people, and I kind of feel like you are, where you're very good at imagining, you're very good at scripting, visualizing, meditating, but active meditation, where you're maybe listening to a guided meditation. There is this ability to engage in stillness, engage in really connecting to your surroundings. So how you could do this, and I haven't even looked at your cards, which is really interesting, getting so much for you, is using your senses in the here and now. So it's not using the senses in the fact of, oh, I'm going to imagine, I'm going to smell the flowers that I'm going to have in the future, that I'm going to plant. Whereas a lot of people, when they talk about manifestation, they say to do that. They say, engage your senses as if your manifestations are already happening right now. But what Spirit is trying to say for you guys is smell the flowers now that are in your street or in your own garden now. Smell them and really, really take that smell in. So that goes for any sort of scent. Sight, focus on what you can see. Like, seriously, this is about getting off your social media, getting off technology, and I do sense going outside will help you do this, and focus on your senses. What can you hear? What can you see? What can you smell? What can you taste? That is basically your channel, guys. That's going to really help you with your manifestations. I think it's just basically to help ground you into this physical reality and kind of let go of you being in the past and the future, because everything happens in the present, right? There is actually there is no past or future. There isn't such a thing, but we think it is. We think, right? So thinking destroys our present moment where everything happens. So I think it's just getting off your future and your past concept and being here in this world so that your manifestations can come through. Okay? Because if you are constantly on your manifestations in the past or the future, I don't care, it's not going to come in. Because you have to be present. I don't care what people say about, I'm going to fantasize about my manifestation that's happening in the future right now. It's not going to come in unless you're present in this present moment with what's happening around here right now. Okay, let's keep going. Let's have a look at your cards. I know that was a bit of a ramble, but you got a really long channel. So we have, oh my God, this is so interesting. The last pile had disappointment. You have disappointment. So the Three of Swords is usually, I always feel like it's a card where you've been brokenhearted in some fashion, whether that's a person or with something that you gave your heart away or you put all your love into. And it hurt you, it broke you, it wasn't received back to you. So it is often the card of love. I do kind of feel like that, especially because she's, in this tarot, she's holding a love heart. So there has been some sort of disappointment in love. Maybe you guys are here wanting to manifest love. You don't have to be, but that is a card of heartbreak for me. But let's just have a look at the keyword. We have disappointment. Oh my God. Sorry, I just saw another card and it was like exactly the same kind of. Anyway, stay on point, Eloise. So some of you guys may be feeling disappointed with your manifestations or your desires, and this is something that I feel is going to eradicate from your life if you're completely present in the moment. So what I'm getting from this Three of Swords while I channel it is that maybe some of you guys are stewing over things that have happened in the past or things that have not yet come about that you want in the future. So to avoid this is just to be grateful. Or it's not even to be grateful, guys, for your pile. It's more about just noticing what's happening in your physical world right now as I speak. So you guys focusing on this reading is a perfect example of what you should be doing. You're complete, well, I hope you are. I don't know whether you're doing 100 different things while listening to this, but focusing your attention purely on one task at a time, or I just really feel like that's going to help. And I don't even know how it's going to help you guys. It's just what Spirit is bringing through. We have mischief. How fascinating. Mischief card. Okay. So I do tie it with the Three of Swords, guys. I kind of feel like there was some sort of mischief that I don't get the best energy from this, guys. Okay, I kind of feel like this is someone else's energy. Someone hurt you, someone did you wrong, someone disappointed you, or that it was that behavior. Let's have a look at this card, because this is the card that I was like, oh yeah, actually Spirit's bringing me back to this card here. Quickly, on a final note, if this is still in your energy, that is what's stopping you from your manifestations. Okay, maybe this could definitely be a possibility. It won't be for all of you, but I kind of feel like some of you guys are manifesting mischief, manifesting someone or an energy that is only going to disappoint you. Or what Spirit really is just kind of telling me right now is that maybe there is something within yourself that you didn't get to say, or you didn't get to, like, this is kind of giving me like that you didn't get closure through a really horrific ordeal. And I say that because we have the angel of openness, beliefs, expansion, and knowledge. Express your feelings. And when I was saying with the lion and the roar, it's like expressing yourself, being open. Maybe you guys have shut down because of all these disappointments. Maybe I do kind of sense that you guys may have a little bit of a negative mindset or just a negative view of the world right now. I don't think it's entirely who you are, but because of what you've gone through, that could be definitely the case. And I understand. And that's maybe clouding your manifestations from coming in. But I do kind of feel like what you manifest may not be good for you. So there is this need to really, really go within yourself and be like, are my desires good for me? Is it what I really want? Or are my desires that I crave going to disappoint me again? Have a real honest chat with yourself, because we can entertain illusions. We can entertain manifestations and desires that we think we want. But in reality, or basically they're not what you want. It's hard to see. And I kind of feel like with the angel of openness, it's like you're going to realize this by focusing on your beliefs. Like, what beliefs do you have about yourself and others? Like, what do you believe to be true? And voicing what you've gone through. I kind of feel like you keep a lot to yourself, part number 2. Getting things off your chest. And I know it's really hard to be able to speak honestly and deeply and truly to people. It's especially if you don't feel like they're going to reciprocate or understand, or you just don't know how they're going to handle your vulnerability, because that can hurt us even more, right? Like, I feel for you, there's this level of wanting to feel understood, or you just have to have the right person or listening ear. For you to express your feelings, because I think your feelings are really strong at the moment. So we'll see how you may be able to do that. Like, I kind of sense that you may not have anyone, or we'll see. We'll see if there's another avenue for you to kind of to express your feelings. So let's keep going. I want to have a look at the crow, because you guys chose the crow. Look! I love it. Look. Destroyer. Oh, this is so interesting, because I kind of felt you are holding on to past disappointments. Okay. That no longer, I just think once you kind of realize and expand on your knowledge of what your manifestations and your desires really look like and mean to you, if you explore that a little bit further, I kind of feel like you're going to change. Your manifestations, your desires are going to change. So what I'm basically trying to say, part number 2, is that I don't think your manifestations or your desires right now are your true desires. They're going to be destroyed, and there's going to be a shift in the way that you see your reality. And because it's next to the lucky card and the crow is going towards this is a very lucky for you. Very good for you. Releasing what is potentially destructive. Mischief can be very destructive, right? So Do your manifestations or your desires, does it have a destructive element to it? For a lot of you, I think it's love. I don't know why that's coming through. I think it's something to do with that. It doesn't have to be. We have passion. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so we have a double number. Can you see this? Can you see this? Spirit speaks to me with double numbers, 3131, which tells me that these two cards are connected. So guys, someone is mistreating you. And to have this card, it's all about knowing knowing how to be respected, how to be treated as a woman, or just, this is about knowing who you are and what you stand for. And this lady here, she's not going to let anyone mess with her. She has self-respect, basically, and she's got a lot of passion here with the fire. You have a lot of passion, guys. A lot of fire here. You with the volcano. Volcano can definitely mean, how was I saying before? I don't think your volcano is active yet. It's going to erupt, and I think that's going to be very lucky. Talk about the colors here. There is so much orange and fire. There is a lot that needs to be released, that you're suppressing in terms of your emotions or your feelings. And I think your feelings and your emotions, once you release them, that's what this volcano represents. You're going to be like a new person, or you're going to have like a new set of beliefs, or you're going to realize what you really want to manifest in this world. Yeah. It's almost like these two cards, what they represent is like, you're no longer going to engage in mischief. All right, let's have a look at your other one. Oh my God, there's 7 of Wands. You have a lot of fish here as well. Look at all the fish symbolism. Fish for me, Spirit does kind of channel a lot when it comes to fish, that they represent money. So if it's not love, this could be something where you financially were taken advantage of, or there was some sort of issue with money. Okay? But you have the 7 of Wands, and look what it says. It says bravery. You are brave. You're brave to realize that you don't need to engage in this mischief or this hurt. Okay, you have so many tarot. I cannot believe it. 2 of Pentacles and the Magician. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, they're similar colors. So guys, wow. You have a lot of color synchronicity, and that is a term that I use when a lot of cards will represent the same color, and that means that those cards are connected. So we have these 2 cards. Aren't they similar? Look at that. We have the 2 of Pentacles, and then we have the Magician, and we also have a number sequence. So that's okay. I'll tell you what that means. So 2 of Pentacles is basically trying to establish some balance as well. If you turn, okay, this is fascinating. If you turn the Pentacles on its side, it's kind of like, you know, an infinity symbol, and that's what you have here. So it's kind of like what you give is what you get back in return. So what are you giving? So focusing on your behaviors, your actions, your choices. Also with the Magician, it tells me that you have everything that you need in order to balance the situation out. Because I definitely feel like there's a situation here that needs your focus. Something needs to be worked out here. And yeah, that's what I kind of feel. But Spirit saying that you have everything you need. You don't really need to go and ask. It's like an example I would say is like, you don't need to go and get a qualification, or you don't need to go and get any sort of resources. It's like you have it all within yourself. I think it's more about choices, to be honest, guys. That's what's coming through. I want to get a few more cards for you. I'm going to get a few of these little tea leaf oracles. I feel like I want to give you a few of these. So I'm going to randomly pick out a few. We're going to see what you get. We'll see how they connect with the cards. I don't know what I'm pulling out. It's just like luck. We'll see what Spirit wants you to see. I'm getting you quite a lot here. Okay. So we have carrot. Opportunity or windfall. And it's kind of landing on the mischief and the 7 of Wands. So something good is going to come out of this situation that may have disappointed you or hurt you. You're going to get given an opportunity, or something's going to work out in your favor. I kind of do feel like for some of you guys, you're going to get money or something. Like someone's going to give you something, especially when we have the Law here. But anyway, let's have a look here. South Node, past lives, natural gifts, karmic challenges. Okay, so it's interesting how we've got that landing on the 3 of Swords. So working through your karma. So any sort of challenge in your life is karmic. So this situation here, I kind of feel is something that's happened in a past life. As we can see, past lives, it's your South Node. That's what South Node's all about. But what is really lucky and why you have the luck card is because it's going to reveal a gift that you have, a natural gift. I always like to tell people, or like to share, is that if you go through really tough struggles or challenges or hurdles in your life, it is a gift. It's a gift if you uncover why you're going through it, or the purpose of that struggle or that problem that you're facing. There is an underlying gift that you're meant to find in that challenging issue that you're facing, or that you have faced. So it should never be seen as something really negative or that you shouldn't go through. Anyway, let's have a look. Oh wow, I'm so glad you got that, especially next to the karmic challenges. Can you see what you got? Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Especially here with beliefs, expansion, and knowledge. You are going to develop some knowledge, some spiritual awareness. Your mind or your world is going to expand. Your beliefs are going to change. This is all going to help you with your manifestations, finding the right manifestation for you. If some of you guys are like, well, I really know that this is what I want to manifest. There is something better for you guys here. And you'll be given that awareness soon. But focus on being in the now, because that is when maybe you're gonna get these realizations or these spiritual enlightenment moments. Competition, tension, and disharmony on the 2 of Pentacles and the Passion. And it was interesting with the 2 of Pentacles because it was kind of like a balance. I was like, there needs to be this. I just feel here it kind of represents the tension and the disharmony that you're trying to get out of. Like you're trying to balance this disharmony or this tension. And with the Passion, I feel that this is within yourself. And it's so interesting because what these girls are doing is that they're in nature. They're really in the moment with this tree. And this tree has so many different eyes. You're going to see things once you connect to nature. It's telling you, nature is huge here. Huge. When you hear people say, you know, the trees are speaking to you through the wind, like, that's true here. This is true. Mother Nature wants to speak to you. Maybe that's where you're going to get your messages from spirit. Involvement with the lore. This could have something to do with the tension or the disappointment or something didn't work out in your favor. That had something to do with the lore. But just know that whatever outside influences have on you, like what control they have on you, with the Magician and this beautiful card here, you have everything you already need. It doesn't matter if your environment puts these restrictions up or you feel like you're in control, like you're not in control, but you are with the Magician, okay? Respect yourself, guys. Seriously, here. Let's get your intuitive messages before we wrap up your reading. These intuitive messages are going to help you. They could just further elaborate what we've talked about or give you some more ideas of how you can manifest your desires, even though I feel like for you it is about creating new desires or new manifestations. Okay. We got spiritual again. Oh my god. I want to get you one more. Okay, so let's have a look at okay, I always pay attention to the placements of the cards. Alright? So let's have a look at the cards that have turned over because they are the cards that want to be seen first. We have spiritual and we have it on natural gifts, karmic challenges, and past lives. So what if I was to tell you that your challenges or what you're going through here is part of maybe a spiritual awakening, or there could be this awakening of natural spiritual gifts that you have? Because usually, guys, your gifts, like your spiritual gifts, I honestly feel like everyone has them, but they're just not activated. They get activated through challenges, disappointments, pain, horrible experiences. Okay? But only if you do, only if you find the meaning behind why you're going through those challenges. So you do have natural spiritual gifts and they may become activated, and especially because you have powerful next to spiritual, guys. You with this volcano, you may go through a massive spiritual awakening or just awareness period in your life where you're getting rid of things that you thought were healthy or good for you and preparing for new life. So what Spirit's kind of telling you is how you're going to manifest whatever it is that you want is you're going to get rid of things that no longer serve you in your life, no longer meant to be for you. So you can open up this new path, which I think is very, very spiritual. And I think your desires and your manifestations will change. We have mistake. Wow. So, oh my god. So this could have been something that you regretted, or it could have been just a mistake. The mischief as well. But what I'm really taking notice of is that it landed on the opportunity windfall. Which is like, yeah, so what? This happened, but what's the opportunity? What can come out of this that is positive? That is going to make you a lot more powerful and going to put you in this lady's energy. That's you. I swear to God. Usually there's a card in my tarot oracle readings where I'm like, okay, that's the energy of the person that I'm reading for. Wow. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, I didn't tell you this one. People enjoy your company. Get out of your shell. Take one small step. Yes. Roar. Because that was the first thing that came into my mind when I touched your pile, was a lion roaring. People need to see you. You need... I'm getting Leo energy here. Maybe some of you guys are Leo, but they demand to be seen. They demand attention. They love attention. But this is people love you. Look at this. People enjoy your company. So get out. What are you doing? But I also kind of sense that you guys need to express your feelings. So maybe there are some people here where you're able to talk things through. Okay, yeah. I did feel money was involved, didn't I, guys? Didn't I say money here? So a lump sum of money is yours. Someone could owe you money, or there is just money coming in, especially because I told you with the fish. Whenever you get fish, it's money. And it's on the Two of Pentacles as well. I think also money will come to you once you're a little bit more present in the physical world. Once you connect to nature. Also, we have a lot of people here. Maybe opening yourself up and going and meeting new people will really help you. And this is where maybe this opportunity of money comes in. But if you've got this card, money is definitely coming to you. So bar number 2, I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope something resonated. If it did, feel free to leave a comment. I love your feedback. And if you love my energy or my style of reading, make sure that you subscribe so that I can see you in another of my videos. Okay, let's get to the last pile. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Welcome to finding out how you can manifest your desires or whatever it is that you're putting out there as an intention. We're going to see how you can do that, and maybe a little bit of your manifestations as well. We'll see what Spirit wants to put out there. But let's get your messages. We have a little... Oh my God, I didn't... Okay. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Pile number... This is for pile number 2. I didn't give them their intuitive message, and I really want to. So I'm just going to quickly give it to them, and then I'll get to you, pile number 3. Yes. Oh, okay. Whenever I get a yes in a reading, pile number 2, it just tells me that it's confirming everything that I've said or what I'm saying or the messages. It's like extra confirmation. So whatever I was saying, you would have heard it all. This is a big yes. And I'm also getting, as I look at it more, your manifestations will come true. It's a big yes for your manifestations. Okay. All right, sorry, pile number 3. I sometimes get so into the readings and the challenge that I do forget the pocket bags. And I just had to share that one. So let's get to you. Thank you for your patience. You might have needed to hear that yes as well, because it did come into your video. So take note of your yes. I think your manifestations will definitely be coming through. It's interesting because I'm already tapping into your energy, and I kind of feel like you guys are so freaking close to your manifestations, and you're doing everything really, really well. They're so close. So I think this is interesting because I kind of feel like I don't need to tell you what you need to do or give you some advice. I think this is just going to be more about maybe what you're manifesting, and just to reassure you that your manifestations are really close and they're not far off. just keep doing what you're doing. I don't know what that is. Maybe the cards will tell us, but I am sensing that your manifestations are really close. So we'll have a look. I feel drawn to showing you your little intuitive message now, maybe because I'm like scared that I'll forget to show you, but yeah, wow. Yeah, guys, you are so close. Like, it's insane. Meditation. Okay. So maybe this is why, because you have been meditating, or this is something that you're really good at, or you take really good care of your mind. Like, you maybe have like a self-care practice or a ritual that you do daily, or you really, really focus on, so that you can, I don't want to say control your mind, but you're aware. You're aware of how you're feeling and what thoughts you're putting out there. If you guys don't do meditation, that is definitely something you should start doing, especially if you want to manifest. Okay, so we'll have a look at the other cards, because usually the other cards will kind of all connect and give us some more information. But let me tap a little bit deeper into your energy while we get all your cards from Spirit. Spirit, for part number 3, what do you want to tell us about their manifestations, or how they can manifest a lot more? I already feel like you're on top of it. Like, I'm getting the sense of like you're on top of your game. It's like this overwhelming feeling of you're worthy. It's like everything that I was trying to tell the other 2 piles. You have that level of appreciation. You have that level of trust with Spirit. You know that everything will happen in divine timing. You know that if you're not in a rush, this is so lovely. And this is probably why your manifestations are going to come in. It's like you're certain that this is what I want to manifest. There's no rush. I am already really happy with where I'm at. Okay, if you're not, that is something that I think you guys definitely should pay attention to, which is really being happy with what you have now, or where you're at. Okay. Oh my god, they're a bit too high. Hiding your cards. You're so powerful as well, and I'm saying powerful with the fact that I think you're very you have a strong presence, which is like what I'm tapping into with your energy. It's like you're very commanding. Your presence is very impactful. So when I say presence, when I use that term, it kind of tells me that if you walk into a room, people like your energy because you assert yourself with confidence. You assert yourself with this level of, I trust who I am, I know who I am, and I'm happy. Like, you're happy in the moment, guys. Are you doing this already? Are you already engaged in activities and pursuits that make you happy? Keep doing that. Pound number 3, Spirit. Oh, this is so nice. You guys, I just had that failure isn't an answer. Like, that's what Spirit just said to me. So some of you guys know or understand what the term failure is, and it just doesn't affect you. It's just about you keep going until you are successful, or you reach that level of achievement that you're desiring. So just not having the term failure in your vocabulary is going to be really helpful as well. You could maybe turn it to lessons, you know? Like, of course we're going to screw up and stuff up and make mistakes and do things that are not what we desire, right? Because that's natural. That's life. But I think you have that under check, guys. Far out. Look, there's that decisive card coming out. Like, I definitely already know that you know. Like, a lot of manifestations don't come true because people are not certain, or they're not. And when I say certain, it's like, you just have to know that that's what you're manifesting, and you have to let it go. Like, you just have to be like, that's what certainty is. It's not like being certain on what you want to manifest and holding onto it tightly constantly. That's coming from a place of uncertainty. That's coming from a place of, I need to hold on to it because I'm going to lose it. It's not going to happen. You guys don't have that. Like, there's this, I love your energy. I love it so much. It's really inspiring. It's you're kind of detached as well, and that's a big thing when it comes to manifestations, like the law of detachment. I think you guys are maybe manifestation masters. You already have maybe done a lot of research or reading on manifestation, or practice a lot about the area and the topic, and that is why I'm picking up, like, we may have a look at what you're manifesting. Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's get into your cards. I'm still not happy with the placement of them. Here we are. Okay, so let's start with this card, because this card came out first. Positive expectations that clarify. Positive expectations. This is what you're doing. So you're expecting the best. All right, and clarity. You're clear. You're clear on what it is that you're manifesting. If you're not clear, how the hell are you going to receive it? It's gonna be harder to materialize. But yeah, guys, just expect the best. Expect that's the energy of this card here. I also do get with this card that maybe some of your desires or manifestations has to do with your appearance, because she is very, very beautiful. And that's the emphasis of this card. Beauty is in the eye. What is it? I can't even get that. What is it, Spirit? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Is that right? Yeah. So, seeing situations or things in your life that may appear to be ugly or not to your satisfaction as beautiful. Trying to find the beauty in the things that you find unattractive. Okay, that's really going to help you. We have strength. Of course, you have strength at the center of your card. You're very, very strong. But I'm sensing it's more of a strong presence. It's not, maybe you guys are manifesting a physical glow up. That could definitely be the case here, like physical strength. But I'm just sensing it's almost your aura. It just gives me this sense of, okay, assuredness. You know who you are, or you're just in control of your energy. Maybe that's because when you meditate regularly, then your energy is strong, and it's harder for people to affect your energy. Okay, we have the prison. I think it's what, I can't even say that word. Wave, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. Okay, so maybe that's something that you had in the past, but that is definitely, I don't feel like you're engaging in that. Sometimes I will tell you that maybe that's the energy you're in, but I read the energy of the cards, guys, okay? And I don't think that you're in that. I think maybe you have experienced poverty, you have experienced self-sabotage, but you've got through it. You've broken free from the prison cell that you've put yourself in. And that takes a lot of strength, and that's why you've got the strength here. All right, Spirit, let's have a look. Keep going. We have the Archangel of Writing. So this is what you could be manifesting. Books, creativity, something creative, channeling, patience. Some of you guys may be doing this. You may be practicing. Oh God, the dogs are going crazy outside. Writing, scripting to help you with your manifestations and your desires. But I do kind of feel like some of you guys could be a writer or have something to do in that field with your manifestations. Creating something. Nurture, wisdom, ancestral healing. Fascinating. Next to the self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. So maybe some of you guys are breaking ancestral patterns. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely something here. I kind of feel like you are maybe the generation where you're not going to repeat the mistakes that happened in your bloodline. I think, yeah, wow, I definitely feel like you've already gone through some massive transformation or some massive spiritual growth already. Openness, wow. Openness, like I think that's you. Look at this, Archangel Metatron supports with love and wisdom, and we have wisdom over here. We have the Emperor. So guys, you have creativity twice. You're definitely going to be producing something that is creative. It's definitely part of your manifestation. I feel like the Empress here is your energy. Usually there's a card in my spread that represents the energy of the person that I'm reading. So you are the Empress here. You don't just become the Empress. You have to go through a lot of spiritual healing lessons. You have to really understand yourself. And like I said, like when you walk into a room, people will respect you. And you're very, very beautiful. Like this also here with the beauty and the Empress, like too beautiful, physically beautiful. So that your manifestation could definitely be with something about changing your appearance or going through a glow up physically. We have the King. Oh, wow. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So you could definitely be of a authority or an influencer, especially because we have a king and we have a queen. I always think of the Empress as a queen. But Empress and the King. So you guys, this is definitely a partnership. So you may be manifesting your counterpart. But I definitely feel like this King is about your leadership. It is about your strength and taking charge, like having a level of influence over people, helping people in some capacity. Sensuality. Okay, yeah, guys, another beauty card, so there are certain cards that will mean something to do with changing your appearance. So I definitely feel like if you guys, you're just going to get more attractive physically. But I always say you cannot become more physically attractive unless you go within yourself and do the inner work and feel attractive from within. So you're going to do both. Okay. Let's have a look at the cards. Yeah, look at that. So we have 21, 22. So Spirit speaks to me with number sequences. So your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. You're just like, there is going to be a lighter energy with you. I think your energy is quite strong and in control, and you are, I just get this sense that you're handling your life really, really well, okay? But there's going to be this opportunity for you guys to really let go and be a little bit like, you don't have to carry a lot of burden or responsibility. It's like more of a playful kind of energy. You're able to go out and really have fun. There's this fun, like go out, and I'm getting a sense of just enjoying social occasions. May not be now, but there is definitely this energy of enjoying in the finer things, or being in luxury, indulging. Maybe that comes when your manifestations have come through. Let's get some more cards. I'm going to do Tea Leaf Oracle for you, and I'm going to do these little cards as well to get a lot of messages. So I'm going to start with these cards. Strength. It's definitely like you've got strength twice. And yeah, something about your appearance, guys. Fitness, exercise, health. Where my focus goes, my energy flows. Yes, that's right. I think you know that. Celebration. You will be going out and like having some champagne out in this town or something. What else, Spirit? Yeah, it's fitness. Like I'm telling you, you're getting more fit or something. All right. I'm just going to get a few of these Tea Leaf Oracles. So they're basically just, you know, what you see is what you get with these cards. But I'm just going to randomly going to pick you guys some Tea Leaf Oracles. They're really hard to get out of the bag because there's so many. So I'm just going to have to hold it like this. I don't know what I'm picking. It's just going to be random. We're just going to randomly pick them out, and Spirit's going to put them where they need to go. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Card number 3. Let's have a look. We have straight away good fortune with the beetle on the beauty. Massive fortune here. Wow. So keep up with that positive expectation. Okay? It's really going to be fortunate for you. But good fortune. What else do we have? Culmination, release, and illumination. Lunar eclipse. So eclipse is a big energies, guys. They're usually shifts and changes that happen out of our control. So it's change that is forced upon us because we need it or we're ready for it. So there is going to be something that you're releasing. Like I said, it could be something creative as well. You're releasing books, something to do with writing, written communication. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. With the Empress creativity, and where my focus goes, my energy flows. So something that you're focusing on now is going to bring in new opportunities, possibilities. Okay? Definitely something creative as well. Oh my God, we got creative 3 times. Creative, creative, creative. The 5th house, which is Leo as well. And we've got the lion here. We've got the fun, hobbies, and creativity. Fun. I definitely felt this energy that you guys are going to go out and enjoy yourself and have fun. And maybe that's where this opportunity comes in. So I would really, really encourage you guys to get out, connect with new people, especially if it's to do with a hobby, right? If you don't have a hobby, right? Like if you're not in a hobby right now, focus on something that you enjoy doing and go and do it, because I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities. But I think for most of you, you're already doing something like a hobby or a creative endeavor, okay? Because you have a lot of creative energy here. And then we have water. Water. Refreshing, mysterious, and fluid. I like water because it's a mutable sign. So it shifts and changes. It adapts. what is it landing on? It's landing on this beautiful here, which is, it's either getting stronger for me or facing your shadow, because can you see she has a shadow there? So it does sometimes represent shadow work. But I just kind of feel like you're going to be feeling fitter or more refreshed. Like water always to me represents emotions. So your emotions are going to be feeling like you're going to be feeling so good. That's the sense I'm getting with the water, okay? Because you're looking after yourself. You're getting out of the self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness energy, which is amazing. Okay, Spirit, let's get some more messages. These are your last messages, guys, and they are going to be about what we've talked about or anything else that you're manifesting or ways that you can, that's way too many, that you can get your manifestations to come in. But I definitely feel like you're so close, okay? And also, guys, if this is something about getting fit or a physical glow up or something aesthetic and you're nowhere near it, what is manifesting is your ability to get out of the prison that is holding you back. So then you're actually free to be able to finally commit and start to see results. So you may be thinking, okay, well, okay, this isn't going to be all for all of you, but it's going to take me maybe 6 months to get fit. That's not close. But what is close is that the switch of fully committing yourself, or that flow of being able to see that you're just to get your manifestation underway. That's what I mean. Anyway, let's see what Spirit wants to share with these messages. I always love these ones because they really can help. Oh, that's too many. I'm not doing all that. I may have to pick these ones because you're... Oh, no, actually, they're coming in. They're coming in. Let's do one more. Okay. Wow, you have a lot. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so we have wealth is not evil. You'll have financial abundance more than you can imagine. So it did come with the good fortune with the Beatles. So you will have a lot of money. You'll have more than you can imagine, especially with the king, right? The king has a lot of money, right? He's quite wealthy. Your life is bigger than your thoughts, switch to feeling emotions that warm your heart. And that's about sensuality as well. It's like indulging in your senses. I think you're going to feel good. You're going to have feel good emotions. Yeah, that really, really warm your heart. You're going to feel a lot. Like, I'm sensing for you guys that you're going to feel really good. You're going to start to feel really good. And this is probably why. The best year you've had in a long time, Spirit wants you to take responsibility for what's in your control. No blaming others. And then we have the rage, which is really interesting. I just think that this could be something to do with your family history or your upbringing or some anger around it. And you're deciding decisiveness to not indulge in that energy. I sense like that. We have a soulmate connection. So I always say, okay, everyone associates a soulmate connection with a love, with a person, right? It doesn't have to. It's just something that is compatible with your soul, that is part of your soul. That gives you like a soul connection, that you just feel so much love and closeness and compatibility with. So whatever it is that your soul is longing for is what you're going to manifest. So if your soul is longing for, sorry, I just bumped the a person or partnership, that will come in. If your soul is longing for something to do with health, or if your soul is longing for career success or financial abundance, whatever it is, listen to your soul. What is it craving? What does it want? Be open to that connection. Okay, so pile number 3, I'm going to leave your reading there. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you did, feel free to, oh my god, I'm not even getting my words out. Like, my words are becoming all jumbled at the end of this reading, which is really interesting. What I was saying, pile number 3, if you find my energy compatible to yours, if you liked my style of reading, feel free to subscribe so you can get more of my readings. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to do. I love to hear your feedback. And I really hope that I will see you in another one of my readings.